Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Polo Evolve. I'm back with another video. So I'm just gonna, it's a quick little update on how my evals are going. So as you guys can see, I'm halfway past. Now, these are actually a new set of evals. I went ahead and failed, or I blew the ones that I had previously. So I have a stack of 4 right now, and I ended up blowing them. I was halfway past on those ones as well, but essentially I took trades way too early. So instead of taking them at market open at 9:30 a.m. EST, like I normally do for pairs like NQ, I actually went ahead and took it around 8 o'clock. Now with the 8 o'clock open, I could just see that price wanted to push above, especially when this at 8 o'clock opened a little bullish. I know it's still kind of choppy, but at the same time I had anticipated that we are going to go up for the day, and I ended up basically getting stopped out here when it re-broke these lows. I had my stop loss right here, as you guys can see, and then and it ended up breaking. And then when I took that loss, it wasn't too bad. It was like a $500 loss. I ended up taking all these choppy trades on gold, and as you guys can see, gold didn't really do anything significant. It didn't really move in any one direction. Yes, it did kind of move down here, but I didn't catch those sells, and I anticipated that this candle would flip back bearish, but it didn't end up actually making the entire move, and so I ended up getting stopped out again, which ended up blowing my account. Now, those two trades were pretty stupid, I'm not going to lie. Only reason being is because the most success that I've ever seen when trading, it just comes down to waiting for a market open at 9:30 a.m. EST. That is when I take the best trades. And as you guys can tell, I started a new set of evals, and but basically I reset these evals, which in this case, basically when market opened, first I had to push up. I'll show you guys on the 5 minute first here. So I had to push up. Well, actually, I'll show you guys on the 1 minute because that's where I kind of took my entry again. Now, as you guys can see, this, yeah, there you go, 9:30. So it ended up pushing up, which I had my entry, and then when it flipped back bearish, I took a quick break even. Now instead of I'm pretty sure at this point my bias did not flip to bearish. I still thought we were bullish for the day, and once this 1 minute candle had created, I guess you could say it's a little bit of support. Yes, it could have essentially went down from there as well, but I took that risk. I basically full ported here and had my stop loss right there, and essentially just went for this entire move, and I ended up basically back in the same spot that I was yesterday, which is basically halfway through these evals. And not gonna lie, mm, just to come out here and kind of speak on my psychology for the week. Started off the Monday, would have had one of my best days. Basically made $1,700 in profit. Ended up closing those trades, but got super greedy and kept trading, over trading until I blew my funded account. And now that was up a total of 3,500, and I had just taken 2 payouts out of that XFA as well. So I think I took a total of about 3,000 or so dollars from that XFA before I ended up blowing it, which again is all part of the game. So charge it to the game. Now, after that, I've been trading really sloppy, guys. I'm not going to lie, like very, very sloppy indeed. A lot of these entries, I know these are evals, and I don't take them as seriously. I don't think anyone should take them as seriously as XFAs, as the actual funded account. But nonetheless, like today would have been an easy day had I just waited for market open, right? Why am I taking trades beforehand? And I had to think about it, I had a little bit of some time to journal and reflect upon it, and I realized that it's probably because I feel like I'm in this rush. I want to quit my 9 to 5, right? I want to expedite that process. Ever since I started documenting my journey, which is again on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all these platforms, I just make either shorts or, I'll make the long form on YouTube. It has put a little bit of some sort of pressure on me, especially because on my Instagram, I have a lot of people, I guess like from my personal life, that follow me. So as they see me trading, it does put a little bit of pressure on you. If you guys know what I'm talking about, feel free to talk about it amongst the comments below. But it added like an extra layer of difficulty, if I would say so, and I haven't really been able to wrap my head around it. But what I really need to do is just to slow things down. I realize that I'm in a rush. Even in this video, you guys can probably tell I'm like talking really fast. I mean, I just drank a cup of coffee, but nonetheless, like I've been moving really fast this week, especially after taking that L. And I think psychologically, because I was up on the day so much, especially it would have been like my best day up to date was the $1,700 in profit. And then ending up blowing that funded account, I mean, regardless, I did end up getting payouts, but still, it's going to affect you mentally, and it's going to make you think that, am I really? It's gonna make you question: Are you really? Am I really doing the right things here? Am I really on the right path? And essentially, all it comes down to is like all my losses after the fact, even the loss on that Monday, it's all due to the fact that I wasn't following my plan, right? Like even though I blew my evals today earlier at 8 o'clock, that wasn't really part of my plan. Like, yes, I could have took. I would never not take trades at 8 a.m., but 9:30 is like historically speaking my best time to enter. I usually catch like a quick move in and out. I have no issues with 9:30. 9:30 is like my best time frame to trade. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you people, a lot of you guys can relate as well. Nonetheless, like I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I'm trying to figure it out. But I think in my situation, like I'm also in a bit of credit card debt, which is about like $20,000 of credit card debt. Yes, I do have a 9 to 5 job, which pays me about 3,600 Canadian, by the way. So for US, that's probably way less. But after taxes, I make about 3,600, and it's able to pay my bills. I'm able to pay my bills, and I've sacrificed pretty much all my social life. I don't really do anything. I don't go out. I'm not dating anybody. I'm not doing anything of that nature right now because I'm really locked in on one, getting myself out of debt, two, making sure that I could be a profitable trader and eventually quit my job, right? Those three things. I want those things to happen. And essentially, I guess I put myself in sort of a time frame for this. I really want to do it before the summer so I can have some time back in the summer and just kind of traverse into my own entrepreneurial, I guess, pathway in life, right? I don't really enjoy working my job. I mean, it is 4 to 12, so 4 p.m. to 12 a.m., and it is work from home. It's nothing crazy. I'm just on a laptop. I'm a chat bot for an online gambling casino here in Canada. So it's not the worst. And a lot of people, they got to do physical labor. So I'm not gonna come out here and complain. That's not what I'm doing. But I just realized that psychologically, I've been messing myself up with adding this extra level of pressure, as well as thinking that I need to get this result ASAP. But realistically speaking, that's just not how trading works. You need to come into the market and take what the market gives you, and keep it moving and grooving, right? That's all it is, right? And when I was on my 12-day win streak, where I got the two payouts, that's what I was doing. I would literally just come on the markets, see what the market presented for the day, take my little piece of the bread, take my little piece of the pie, and I didn't. My bad, guys. I got cut off there. But anyway, when I was seeing success in the markets, quite literally, all I was doing was coming into the markets, taking my little piece of the pie, and that's it, man. Just making my bread and leaving, right? Now I've put myself in some sort of expectations. I want to hit this glorious 10K payout, 20K payout. And I realize like those things will come, but I just need to slow it down. I need to just focus on one trade per day, get back to what was working, right? The system that was working. And this is really just a minor setback for a major comeback, because when I really look at things, yes, I've blown a couple of evals and I'm basically back in eval purgatory. But even with that being said, the other side of actually locking in and staying focused on the process, where does that end up leading to? It ends up leading to, quite literally, I could make 20, 30, 40, 50, 60K a month. It's really endless, but can I just stick to my plan? Can I just focus on what I need to do on a day-to-day basis and make sure that I do that on a day-to-day basis? So I want to focus on that. And essentially that's really what I wanted to come out. It's kind of like a psychology dump, if you may say. But let me know in the comments below, how are you guys doing in your trading journeys? Are you guys experiencing anything of the? Are you guys experiencing any of the same issues? Perhaps let me know. This is pretty much a raw video, but thank you guys for watching, and until the next one, peace.